Hello and welcome to the GMS Magazine channel. I am Paco Garcia and this is Taiko, your hosts. And today I have a review of Maeshowe, a game that I was very much looking forward to playing since I interviewed the designer Leo Broderick a while ago. But now that I have played it, and you can take a look at how it plays in my how to play video, has this actually been worth it? Welcome to the GMS Magazine board game review videos. Well, Maeshowe is a solitaire to two-player game in which we take the roles of Vikings who've fallen into a forbidden and forgotten and lost tomb and have it very hard to get out. They're going to have to excavate to actually get out of the way. Production of the game is actually pretty good, and it's completely language independent, so it comes with rules in English, German, French and Italian, which is very good. And then you get a board for either one or two players, a set of chord cards, which is 36 of them, beautifully illustrated, some of them pretty gruesome. Okay, so beware, because one of them literally features an animal being slaughtered, which is kind of unpleasant, but necessary if they wanted to survive. And then 18 expansion cards that are going to add a level of playability to the game that is very welcome. To it, we have as well some heart-shaped tokens to indicate our health, and some geese that is going to indicate the food that we're going to have in that tomb until we manage to get out. And as you can see, there are only 4 of those birds, which means that food is going to be key and highly contested in a two-player game. Then we have some tokens that reflect and represent the passage that we have to open up in order to get out of the tomb, and depending on the level of difficulty that we want in the game, we are going to add a number between 3 and 5. Anything higher than 5, it kind of makes the game pretty impossible to play. How can you play it? In solitaire mode, you can play it in 2 different ways. You can either do it with the core cards or you can add the expansions. The expansions come in 6 different sets, and they're going to add a variance to the game that I have to say is very welcome. Why? Because with the original 36 core cards, basically it becomes a bit of a jigsaw puzzle, because as soon as you get to memorize what the cards are, what cards are there in the deck that you have to take and you have to play, then it's just a matter of expecting and predicting what cards you're going to be getting. Every round you're going to have a hand of 5 cards, and every round you're going to play a card and discard a card. If you play a card, then you will play the effect shown in the card at the time, and if you discard it, you will also play the effect on that card if you discard it, and they're going to be different effects. Some cards have no effect whatsoever if you discard them, and it's something that you have to keep very much in mind. Once you get 4 cards in a row of the excavate, then you get rid of one of the excavate, one of the tunnel tokens in the player board. When you get rid of all of them, you have escaped, and that's where the level of difficulty increases if you add more than 3. So with the core cards, the game plays in about 20 minutes, give or take. Is a very quick thing, but to be honest with you, it doesn't really shine. It's too easy, there isn't enough things to do, and coming up with a strategy to win the game is easy enough. That doesn't mean that the game is easy at all. It really is not, and when I've played it, I managed to escape the tomb by the skin of my teeth. Adding the expansion cards really smartens up the game an awful lot, because you get new choices that you can play, and still doesn't get rid of the issue that you can memorize what cards are left and what could be coming, so you can prepare for it. There is also a madness mechanic in which if you get the same runes in all the cards in your hands, you go mad, and that's going to have some effects that I'm not going to go into because, to be honest, it's pretty hard to go mad. I haven't managed to do it yet. So it's a nice thing to have. I don't think you're going to be using it all that often. So, is this game worth it? Yes, as a pastime. It's not a game that you're going to become accustomed time and time again as a solitaire game, but it is fun enough if you want to take the cards. And the thing is, if you take this, if you take these cards alone and you make do the tokens just with some pencils in a piece of paper, this is all you need. This is your solitaire game. And as a solitaire game, it's actually not bad. As a solitaire game, you can indeed take it and play it in about 15 minutes while you're waiting for mates or what have you. It's not bad. You don't need this to play. You don't need this to play with 2 players either. You just can make up the tokens. And this is all you need to take with you. So from that point of view, as a kind of travel companion, yeah, this is fun enough, very easy to teach to pretty much anyone who's not squeamish about the illustrations, I have to repeat, but it is worth it. If I have to give this a punctuation, which now that I've mentioned, I guess I have to, I would give this game a 6.5 to a 7, because it's been very well produced, it's entertaining enough, it's playable enough, but it's not the best that you are gonna be able to find. But fun, yes, definitely yes. It needs a little bit of variation in the solo mode with the core cards, but other than that, this is a recommended game. I quite like it. It's not gonna take Sheppy from me. It's not gonna replace Sheppy, which is my favorite solo card game, but it's one that I will be quite happy to take with me and play with my friends for, when we're waiting for the cinema or we're going to do something else and just for the love of it. Thank you very much indeed for watching. I hope that you've enjoyed this. Let me know what you make and think about this game. And until the next time, I will talk to you very, very soon. Take care.